Hi, this is Armando Cruz, creator and founder of Cruz Country Fitness and Physical Therapy. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you what a plateau is and how to overcome when you experience a plateau in your training, in your weight loss, in your goals in general. So first, let's look back a little bit in the history of the word. The word itself comes from a French derivative, which means tabletop. Okay, if you think about a table is elevated off the ground and it's a flat surface on top. And the same thing, if you go back further in history, from what it meant, it referred to a flat piece of land that was elevated from the regular land, if you will. And so that plateau is a wonderful picture word, if you will, because it actually allows us to see that you've actually progressed from your average or from your original starting point. And then that's where people get frustrated because they've progressed. They want to continue progressing at that level. But what often gets left out is the realization that a plateau is not necessarily a bad thing. It can be, but I would suggest to you and I would encourage you to embrace some plateaus, embrace your plateau as an opportunity or a time that your body is taking root, creating a foundation. And so part of a plateau is creating patience to allow the body to recover, to regenerate, and to grow. Like roots on a tree, it's digging in. And so that the next phase, in order for your body to shift up and go to the next phase, it's got to have a strong root system, or if not, it'll topple over. So you need to allow the body that time to take hold of the ground and really get a strong foundation, so that next shooting up that you do with your as your body progresses, you'll be stronger and you'll actually be able to go further and higher and stronger and lose some more weight, and whatever your concept is of this plateau. So that's the first one. So create a different mindset around plateau. I think will be the first key factor that you need to do in order to overcome it, is embrace it. So don't think of it as something that's out to get you, but something that is part of the process to help serve you and grow you stronger. The second part is taking a look back at what you've been doing. See, the body is a wonderful organism that has an amazing and uncanny ability to adapt. And as a result, if it doesn't have sufficient stimulus, it adapts quick enough that doesn't cause growth. And so in order for your body to grow and to advance, there needs to be a level of uncomfort. There needs to be a level of a stress put on it so that it can work out, if you will, its muscles. Not necessarily the body, but I'm saying in general, the process needs to strengthen itself with that stress, the same way that you would do, let's just say, bicep curls, and as you get stronger, you put more weight. Well, the same thing happens mentally and physiologically. And so the body, in order to grow, it needs to have that stress. So if the other thing that you need to do is take a step back and look at your training program, look at your eating program, look at your approach, and see if you've continued to do the same thing over and over again to a point where the body says, hey, you know what? I know what to expect from here, so it's not really a stressor for me. What else can I do? Now, here's a big asterisk that's going to come out. That doesn't mean that the way to get out of a plateau is to work out harder. Truth is, if you work out smarter, or if you do an assessment, very often the plateau is not one thing, but a combination of things. And so if you start making adjustments to those little things like the hormonal stuff, the mental shift, actually allowing your body to rest and recover and slowing down, very often will jump you out of that plateau. Remember, what the body needs is change. And so change can be harder or it can be easier. More often than not, we think it needs to be harder. And more often than not, most people are going too hard already. And so all that does is create, you're essentially digging you're digging your own grave. So to recap what all this that I've been saying is the following. Number one, be patient. More often than not, plateaus are your body taking root to grow and set up a strong foundation for you to go to the next phase. Number two is shift your mindset around what it means to be in a plateau. In fact, embrace it, because that is part of the cycle of growth. And number three, after you've done that and you still feel that you're not progressing, reevaluate what you've been doing so that you can make the changes necessary to give the body the stress it needs in order to advance and make shifts in order to grow. This has been Armando Cruz. I hope this has been helpful. It's late at night, so maybe I babbled a bit, but I really, really hope that this has been useful and valuable, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on plateaus and if you've been suffering from it. In fact, I got several questions, people asking me, how do I get out of a plateau? And that's why I decided to do this. So again, this has been Armando Cruz. I'll see you in the next video.